with Toast.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's listening so far. I hope you're enjoying the show. I'm here all the way till 10 p.m. when Crash comes into the building. Now we're switching it up for something that I love to talk about, and that is a bit of motivation. I want to say thank you to everyone that has supported us on our YouTube, who's watched, liked, and commented and subscribed, as they say on YouTube. I think they go like, comment, like, and subscribe. So I'm going to just do it like that. Last week we spoke about external criticism, and this week we are discussing internal criticism. I think, first of all, let's just explain that it's so necessary to speak about internal criticism because that is probably the most destructive type of criticism you will ever have in your life. Why? Because the way you think about yourself and what you do to yourself can really determine your destiny and your growth and your elevation. So it's not about what other people are saying about you. It is, what are you saying about yourself? So internal criticism is when you criticize yourself and you inflict it upon yourself. So really you judge yourself, you say nasty things about yourself, and you have this critical voice right up here. This is where mine is. And it says, Tosin, this, and this. And it literally is probably so destructive to my life. So in terms of internal criticism, I think that so many people have a level. There's like this big spectrum. There's like people that aren't really that internally critical, and then the people that really, really are. I'm like way over here with the perfectionists, people that are really sensitive about their craft and trying to be the best. And that's where I am. And I've seen so many dangers. Where does criticism even come from? I think that criticism does come from your childhood. I think growing up with critical parents, from teachers that are saying you're not good enough, from tests, when you're failing math test after math test, can you not be, internally critical? What about friendships? People saying that they don't like you trying to fit into a group. I think it's something that you grew up with, and then you can kind of evolve and take that into being an adult. And that is really what is quite destructive. So there's so many dangers to being, critical of yourself. One being it heightens your mistakes. When you've made a mistake, you see it as a failure instead of seeing it as a stepping stone to get into your destiny. Another, I would say, would be hating yourself, self-loathing. When I'm critical, the things I say to myself, literally, you're useless. Why are you like this? I just messed up, right? The recording on our desk right now. I left up the mic keys, and everyone could hear what I was saying, and I'm not meant to do that as a radio personality. And I was thinking, Jesus, and you've never seen the African girl go down to the bottom of the floor and say, hey, God, why? And I really went into my African voice. Whenever I'm passionate, you'll see my African side come out, and that's what happened. And I had to deal with myself and say, wait, don't let that stop you from still coming back, slaying it. And I realized that is a danger to me. It stops you. It makes you lose your self-esteem. It devalues your worth. And the most to me would be that you judge other people. You don't allow yourself to have real friendships because you're so critical of yourself that you become really critical of other people as well, and you have this standard that they cannot live up to. I'm not saying that there aren't people that aren't good friends, because you know what? There's some people you need to drop ASAP because they're terrible, but there's some people you need to be lighter with and be less critical of them. And that's what I've seen about the dangers. You just have this standard of yourself, of perfectionism, and you're not perfect. You will never be perfect. I think I'm a perfectionist. Not even that, I've been told I'm a perfectionist. In fact, I think we need to do a show about that, and we will. So I realized when I had my radio show and I would make mistakes, I honestly thought I was so terrible as a person, and I would be thinking, why are you like this? Why are you inflicting pain into your heart? Why are you judging yourself so much? And the more I would pray about it to God, saying, God, please take it away from me. Do you know what he did? Do you know what my Jesus did? My Jesus made sure I failed more. He said, I will make this sting so much that you will get up and you'll be like, okay, it doesn't matter. I failed, and what? Keep it moving. I failed, and what? Keep it moving. The way that God can kind of switch your life. How do you pray that God stop me from failing? And this guy says, I'm going to make you fail 10 times better. So here are my 4 steps to getting over internal criticism. How do you do it? So number 1 to me is identify why you are critical. What are you critical about? Is it your work? Is it your relationships? Are your families putting pressure on you? I know with my family, it was hard for them to understand this journey that I wanted to go into because I studied engineering, and they're thinking, why are you doing this? I became critical of myself. Why do you want to do this? Why are you so different? Why do you like talking so much? So I had to identify that. And do you know how I did that? So I have this journal. Get a journal. This ain't a journal, it's paper. But get a journal, right? Write down every nasty thing you say about yourself for 1 week and look at it and say to yourself, if anyone else, right, said this to you, would you accept that? Would you accept saying you're so ugly? Why is your skin so disgusting? Would you accept saying my shape up is so screwed up? You have to look at yourself and write that down and say, if someone else spoke to me the way I'm speaking to myself, would I accept that? And the answer is no, you wouldn't. Number 2, to me, it's just fight back. Affirm yourself. Loads of affirmations. You say your skin is not nice, my skin is beautiful. Say your destiny is going to be bright. Say that you're going to be more than a conqueror. Say you're royal priesthood. Say these nice things about yourself, and then naturally you're going to start loving yourself. Number 3 is to stay away from critical people. I need you to stay away from people that invite your insecurities, that are always critical of you. I have a particular teacher that literally, I've never met anyone just say, you're so this, you're so that. And I had to sit back and say, like, only stay around a confined environment with that person. Obviously, don't let them too into your inner circle, because if they keep judging you, then you're going to judge yourself. Number 4 would be to just love yourself. Love yourself. Like, do things that make you happy. I love to watch movies. I love to watch rom-coms. I like to eat. I like to cook. I started to learn about my relationship with God. Like, I was not this good Christian girl before. I evolved because I started to love myself. And that's how my relationships changed. Not just anyone could come near me. So I just want to leave you with this last thought. You're amazing. You're such an amazing person. You'll have a bright future. You have a bright destiny, and just keep going. So thank you so much for listening to Talks with Tos.
Talks with Tos.
Don't give me that look. The people in the studio giving me look. It's not my fault that their show up is not nice, but